trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys that walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you here in static, I'ma leave you here in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. And I ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Man, I can't trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hot sun in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches wanna selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the forward ring up in his grill. Like grandma stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me a deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Dior on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slip with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy in case I find an eke. Extendo, licking off shots until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the beam. Wax on, then wax off to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a
Keep
stick,
your
will make him
stick, will make him
levitate. I raise a
levitate.
toast in the air.
Toast in the air. Let's celebrate.
CM holding the blade,
Holding the
like
blade,
it's wedding
like
day.
it's wedding
And
day.
you can leave with a slash,
Leave with a
just like
slash,
wedding
just
cake.
like wedding
Bitches don't
cake.
snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't,
Oh, no,
know your
you ain't.
place. Worked up flawless,
Worked
you
up
look like
flawless, you look like
Beat my
bellyache.
dick all off in the face and let it detonate.
And let it detonate.
Facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate.
She'll
Damn
demonstrate.
right, babes, I'm a jerk, just let it
Let's let
marinate.
it marinate.
I gave it a beat like I was
Like I
Penfold.
was Penfold.
I'm some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you died,
Babes,
then
if
you
you
died,
died,
cause
then
you
you
was
died,
meant
'cause
to.
you was meant
Nigga,
to.
all I do is draw. I'm a
draw.
pencil.
I'm a
Run
pencil.
upon you niggas like the wrench
Like
do.
the wrench
Dude,
do.
screwed.
Dude,
If I see
screwed.
food, you're on the
Food,
menu.
you're on the
Your homies
menu.
have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you.
Resurrect you.
Fuck it, you niggas can
you
all
niggas
hate.
can all
I'm
hate.
better than all of you niggas I
You
don't
niggas
rate.
I don't
If your girl's
rate.
fit, 4 plus 4,
4
she'll
plus
get
4.
8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all
Set 'em
straight.
all straight.
Scorps,
Score.
take note.
Take note. Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live. We are back live. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, people. And no, this is not the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. This is not the Man Them United podcast meets the Man Them City podcast. No. This is strictly the Manchester City podcast, people. This is strictly the Man Them City podcast because we're going to be discussing Manchester City and what the rest of their season entails as they crash out of the Champions League to Real Madrid, losing 2-1 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate, people. Brace from Vinicius Jr., red card for Bernardo Silva, only the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup left to play for. Will Pep resign at the end of the season? That seems to be a conversation that is not going anywhere. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester City related. I know you lot will have United questions, so that's fine. I know my very talented co-host, he will have show questions about Manchester United later on. But the focus, people, we like Real Madrid right now. The focus is Manchester City. But before I bring him in, make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out and follow across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter/X, also on Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. So let me bring in my co-host, one of the most underrated people in this space, without question. Say all the time, the greatest exports, one of the greatest exports outside of Canada, except for he's below Trish Stratus and Maple Syrup. My life, Veda Games TV is in the building. Veda, what are you telling me, man?
Yo, what am I telling you?
Yes.
I got a lot to tell you. Tell you. Everybody, get yourselves comfortable.
I'm locked
Sit
in.
back, relax. You know it's a proper show. It's going to be entirely focused on Manchester City. And damn right.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
This is what the night's all about. Champions League. Let's talk about it. I'm here to answer all questions. I'm here to break it down as I see it. I'm here to talk about a learning. I'm here to talk about an experience. And I'm here to talk about the rest of the season and what it might mean. This is Vader Games. I don't hide from nothing. It's disappointing on how we played throughout the entire tie mainly. But it is what it is. We're going to talk about it.
All right, cool. Big up to everyone tapped in. Ed, I see you. Says Manchester City crash out, sensational. Big up Flawless. Big up Dunsey. He says hello Vader with a big smile. Now Dunsey, we see your comments. Don't worry about that. Big up to Ed as well. I will start at. There's only one place to start on the night. That's what I want to hear about, man. Your performance, not like the overall tie. We'll get your thoughts on, but in particular tonight, the game tonight.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Thoughts.
So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. Pep's selected 11. Calm. Pep selected 11. I'm like, all right, cool. I see there's no, I'm kind of downplaying this. I see I'm not looking beyond this game. It was like, let's put an 11 together and let's try and get that result. And I said before the ball was even kicked, I was like, listen, if we can go 1-0 at half, then we got 2 goals to work while keeping a clean sheet. Obviously, we got 2 goals to chase in the second half. And I thought that was pretty calm. If they were to score in the first half, it would have been disaster settings depending on how they scored. No,
I was gonna say this is facts, yo. You be in the gym, or you be working out?
No, but I stay fit. That's what I got to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You stay in the gym.
Yeah, I stay fit. I stay
You
fit.
don't
It's
get
nothing.
shape
It's
and
nothing
shit,
new,
fam.
Don C. Don C. I'm trying to catch up to you. You whatever pushing 300 off the bench or whatever madness you're doing. I'm trying to catch up to you.
Don't see outside bench pressing his car. Yeah, allow it.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm
He's the
saying?
one outside. Yeah, light poles. He's out there on the light poles showing off. My whole thing that I want to emphasize though is I wanted to see my club go after this. We had a disappointing first leg. Disappointing. All right. No surprises there. We've talked about it already. We did a post game, and we talked about that. This game in particular, I wanted to see how my manager was going to set them up. Who was he going to trust to go after this second leg? Who was he going to trust to see? You know what? I want to put out an attacking side, and I want to see who can actually keep a clean sheet. That's what I was learning from the starting 11. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was really impressed with how we played. I was really impressed with how from minute one, I was happy with what I saw from the players. And what I saw was a team that didn't say, you know what, being 3-0 down, going into this, it's academic. We don't need to do anything. We've given up. We're going to look on the next game. Nah. That wasn't my city players. That wasn't my manager. That wasn't my club. So I was incredibly happy for that. Because that, unlike some, that means something to me. It means something to me when I see players playing against the odds, right? And yes, they set this up themselves. Again, it was a different 11, but the club set themselves up for this hill to have to climb. And I wanted to see who's gonna punk out and be like, nah, it's over. Or who's gonna be like, yeah, let's go after this. And it means a lot in football and in life. So I like what I saw. I thought it was interesting on how quick decisions in the box, City's way, were just played on. Even though Shirky tried to linger in the box a little longer, even though there was things that seemed to be dismissed, play on. Doku getting knocked down, dismissed, play on. But when it's Real, and again, it's Real. So when I say this, I want my players to know you gotta go beyond this. You gotta go beyond on what may be favorable for Real. What might be that juju? What might be that hoodoo that happens, right? But as soon as it was a continuation review on the offside quote, shoulder, elbow with regards to Bernardo, I was like, okay, here we go.
So do you think it was a red card or you don't think it was a red card?
By the letter of the law,
Yeah.
it's a red card because he moved and it made contact with his arm.
Okay.
But he was not trying to make hand contact. You know what I mean? Like he did one of those and
he was genuinely just trying to block it. He wasn't
exactly, and it was instinctful.
deliberately.
It's instinctful, right? Because again, he had his hands by him. And still tried to lean into it, catches his elbow. I get it. Letter of law, it's a red.
Okay.
Those that are crashing
Very
out and
honest
saying,
First.
say again?
I said very honest of you. That's fair.
Yeah, I usually am. And good to hear you say, I hate to have to admit this, but I agree with you. I'm glad you didn't do that. With regards to Bernardo.
Sorry, you want me to be honest with you. All right, cool.
I said, because you like to do the disclaimer. I hate to have to admit this, but Vader, I agree with you. You like to do that. I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm glad you did. All I'm saying is I'm glad you didn't do that. All right, okay, that's all I'm saying. But Bernardo did what many of us do. Instinctively, you kind of lean into it. He made contact, hit his elbow, letter of the law, he's out of there. Okay. Now, you can look and be like, game's done. We're a man down. We just obviously conceded a penalty shot. Vinny scored it. He had to score that one. There's no way he was going to make another mistake.
He pissed me off today. I can't lie. The fact he got man of the match is a travesty. Sorry, he pissed me off today. I'm even a Madrid fan, and he annoyed me today.
He annoys me.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in regards to his performance, it was terrible. I thought he was awful.
Yeah, I agree. His performance was like that, but he was carrying on like he was playing lights out. But that's a conversation for another time. He, I guess, was doing the Vader gaslighting on the pitch. But when it comes down to what I was seeing when we went a man down, playing with our Bernardo and what Pep did, I was like, here's another example. At the start of the game, when we were 11-11, I saw my players fight. When we were a man down, a goal down, I saw my players fight even more. And For me, I know you joke with me all the time. You're like, Vader, it's nonsense. You wanted to take the tougher route. You wanted the journey story. You want the story. No,
Yeah, you want the Disney story, man.
Yeah, I know. I said you joke about it all the time. But for me,
yeah.
I want to see actions. I want to see who fights and who doesn't. I want to see who's going to look into the eyes of the opponent, who's going to back
crazy.
down, and who's going to play.
I even think they're the best side, but that's a whole different conversation. But go on.
You didn't think Real Madrid were the best side?
No. When I say that, sorry, best side in the competition. Sorry, like I don't have them winning the competition.
Oh yeah,
I don't think they're the best side in the competition. But you can never
fine. They're also on the side of destruction. They're on the death side, so their odds are very high.
I am leaning towards them going out next season. Next round. But that's a whole different conversation. Go on.
Yeah. So I like seeing this. I like seeing my team against the odds, 10v11. I want to see who fights for it. I want to see who am I going to invest my Vader Games fan support to when we're going for the remainder of this season, and who I would think of retaining for next year. That's for me. That's how I look at the game. Who am I really going to invest to and go to bat for and say, you know what, this is why I challenge, this is why I go against what Flawless and all of the other rivals have to say versus said player. That's what I like to see. In this game.
What players of yours do I go out like that? What are we doing here? Apart from Doku. That's it, man. That's the only one, really.
All right.
Who else do I go out?
Did Doku deserve your criticism today?
I even criticized Doku today.
No, I know you haven't.
Yeah.
I'm saying your typical. I'm gonna talk about Doku. Would he deserve any of your flawless criticism today?
I don't like the way you say flawless criticism.
Oh, you don't like the way I say flawless?
But he was one of your brightest sparks today. Yes, he was your brightest spark offensively today. Yes.
Okay, so no, he wouldn't get flawless's criticism.
No, he wouldn't. Nah.
Right. So I like seeing that. All right, that's it. That's enough. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. I got this.
Can you answer my question? Outside of him, who do I criticize? Because you was like, oh, flawless and all the rivals to criticize your play. It's only him. I don't heavily criticize your team like that, your individual plays like that. Who else? Am I missing someone? Dude.
On Manchester City's entire squad, Flawless only criticizes Doku. And I'm the GLE.
No, I'm saying heavily. Who do I criticize heavily? Outside of him.
Heavily is the disclaimer word.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I criticize, because he's the one I think is. I don't criticize any of your players heavily.
All right. No one other than Doku you criticize heavily.
That's like me. Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think like. No, I don't really. Even Foden, I don't really crash on like that.
All right.
I actually think he's a good player, but that's a whole different conversation.
It's okay. Today it's on the record. It's only Doku.
Your gaslighting. Yeah,
it's only Doku that gets the heavy criticism. I'm cool with it. We've established this. That's cool. So
you had to lump me in with the rest of them. Go on, carry on.
On today's game, Doku, not a bad word said. He was playing the entire game.
Effort levels there, and putting the effort.
And this is where I talk not just to the rivals, but I talk to my Manchester City fan base. Mm-hmm. I get it. Many want to go, well, where's the goal contributions coming from? Where are the goals coming from the wings? Savinho, Doku, where are the goals coming from, right? Now, in this game, you can see what a player or what a winger is trying to do. Because Shirky was flirting on that right wing at times. Obviously, Mateus Nunes was pushing up high and wide on that side. But it's to deliver the ball to the big man. It's to deliver the ball to Haaland. And Doku had more than enough opportunities and actually put a few on a plate, put a few, if a player was on the balls of their feet rather than flat-footed, would have delivered some. And Haaland got to the end of a few as well. And this is where I got to give ratings to Courtois, because Courtois was coming up big, and whoever they subbed on, he was, in my opinion, lucky. He had some lucky saves out there. I'm not going to rate him like that. But a few shots were actually kicked in his direction. They weren't making him have to really dive or get down quick. So I look at these games and I'm like, you know what? It's disappointing that we didn't win this second leg. It's disappointing that we went down to 10 men. But for me, my silver lining, my glass half full.
You always got silver lining. That's one thing I like about you, Vader, man.
See, that phrase is going to bother me. All right,
if I'm down, you're the guy I ring. or a message.
But
I got a
Flawless,
problem.
Listen. I got a problem with that. All right, you're a lyricist.
Why do you
and I
have
don't-
a problem with me?
I'm gonna tell you why I got a problem with that. I'm gonna tell you exactly why I got a problem with
I
that.
praised you, and it's
See,
a
notice
problem.
today I'm wearing white, Flawless is wearing black, right? We're on opposites today. This is gonna be one of them shows, so get locked in. This guy's already annoying me, and I'm annoyed. I'm already annoyed. Now, I don't like how you phrase that. What's up?
It's shout
Yep,
out to
I heard you coming.
shout out to the
I know
young
you're
kings and queens, man. Love that. Shout out to your young king and queen.
Yeah, little princess here. Now listen. I don't like how you phrase. That's one thing I like about you. What?
Yeah, because there's many things.
No.
That's why.
Oh,
there's many things. That's just
there's
one
many
of,
things,
yeah.
not just
That's
one thing.
Yeah, of course. That's
Okay.
just one
All
of
right,
the
all
things.
right. All right. We cool again.
The show
All right, we
said,
cool
hey,
again. We
this
cool
is one of
again.
the most- See how you always? Why you always trying to attack me? This is crazy, man.
We cool. It sounded like that's the one thing I like about you. That's how it
No,
sounded to you.
one.
That's the one.
That's
You
that's a
emphasize
one.
the one. You know what I mean? That's
That's
the
a
one.
one.
That's why. Hey,
one.
listen, I'm light on the trigger today. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm shooting all the time. I'm light on the trigger. I'm shooting. So bear with me. I'm gonna calm down. I just lost. I'm exiting out of the UCL, so I'm fired up
man.
right now. All right.
And midweek
All right.
games is tough, man. I hear it, man. Trust. Me and you both know, man.
We both know what.
The midweek games is tough. You've lost your last two. I think we've lost our. Have we drawn?
Not all
we
mid
lost our
games
last
are the
two.
same though. Flawless.
Nah, they're not the same. But I'm just saying midweek games. Like your competition's been much tougher than ours, yes. But we've drawn and lost. And you've lost your last two. I get it, man. I understand. I get it, man.
All right.
I hear
you
it, man.
You kind of understand. I hear it. Now.
Yeah. I have a rough idea.
Yeah. I hear it. I have to emphasize when I look at half full now. There's been doubts. There's been questions of my manager. Can he figure it out? Can he set up the team? Does he know his quote-unquote best 11? Can he have the right approach? Now, I'm gonna say this. The first leg, the man got it wrong. He experimented. He put 4 attacking players and looked at a depleted Real Madrid and thought we could get him in the Bernabeu. Okay, risky, did not pan out. We were down 3-0 coming back at home for the second leg. But he played that first leg with Semenyo, Holland, right? He also had Doku out. And with regards to with regards to being aggressive in the attack, I hear it, but it didn't work out. Now, my manager learned from that. My manager on the second leg presented with the task of having to get 3 goals unanswered, or maybe 4, decided on the team that would be balanced for that. And I have confidence with the vision that he had. The back 4, the most critical Manchester City fan is probably being like, why are you playing Diaz? And the reason why they don't want Diaz is because they ignore his experience. They ignore what he does commanding wise. He's an old head. He's been around for a long time, so they'd rather have someone new. They probably would have said, they're probably arguing and saying, I want Ait Nori, I want Gehi, I want Kosanov, and I want Nunez. Get Diaz out of here. Okay, fine.
I thought he played very well, actually, Kosanov. I thought he was very good.
He did
I
play
thought
well.
he was very good. I've been unfortunately very impressed with him when I watch him. But go on, carry on. I think you've got a good centre back. Yes, because I don't want City to have good players. Why is that crazy? I think you have a very good player on your hands. I don't want nothing good for Manchester City. No.
Can you switch up? Can you switch up and can you man up and say you want City to be good and you want you to be good? Stop this.
No.
You always want a weak City.
You want me to lie? Is that what you're telling me? You want me to lie? Yeah. All right, cool. I can lie. Yeah, I want United. And
Change.
City to be good.
Okay.
That's what you want me to do. Like I want you to, like you want Manchester United to have great players. Yeah, sure. All right, man.
He's not great yet. He has the potential.
All right, good players then. Cool.
Yeah, you'll have good players.
United,
I can't stop that.
United, you want Manchester United to have very good players, yeah.
I can't stop that. You're going to have good players.
No, I'm asking you the question. Do you want us to have very good players?
It doesn't bother me.
All right, cool.
It doesn't bother me because you're going to have good players. I accept it. This is the thing. I accept that.
Yeah, I'm accepting of it, but I can still hate. 100%.
Yeah, you're a hater. You're a hater.
Yeah, I'm a hater. Yes, 100%.
All right, what's Ron got to say? Because I ain't reading comments.
Yeah. I'm trying to actually pull up the comment. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Give me a sec. But he says, big up to the brothers, Flawless and Vader. Smash the likes. Vader, how did Doku do against Trent? I didn't watch the game. I'm literally going to jump
Ooh.
out and jump back into.
Listen,
try
Roms,
do it.
you
go
were
on.
smart to let Trent go. Actually, no, Trent left you. He didn't want to stick around in Liverpool. Trent was smart to leave, and it helped you guys out because he's still getting cooked. Him on the ball, exceptional. Trent on the ball, unfortunately labeled a right back. I don't know if it's his spatial awareness. I don't know if it's him reading the game. I don't know if it's his work rate, but Trent should be a midfielder. The way he sprays the ball, he should be a midfielder. He's dual-footed. Flawless will be back right now. Right now, it's Video Games TV. I'm taking over. Yes, the UCL was an exit by Manchester City, but let me hold this down. I'll give you some sound effects too, because you know what? Let's step this up for Flawless and Sarcasm TV. Gunshots. Now listen, when it comes down to Trent, he was getting cooked, but he got a lot of help, Roms. He got a lot of help. Doku is a specialist. He's a specialist in chefing up, cutting up right backs all day long. And he was flirting going into the middle, causing problems. He released a few passes, and if not, where's my measuring tape? If not for like a fraction, he would have been onside. Doku would have been onside, score a goal, but his movement was relentless. He was great. Everybody else, I have to say, Holland, I was happy with his improvement from last game, but I still need to see more. I need to see Holland go across a defender. I need him to move left and right. I need him to make defenders have to track him better. For whatever reason, I want to see Holland in situations where defenders are trying to grab for him. I need that type of movement, and I feel he makes it a little too easy. And I thought, had he been a little more active, had he been on the balls of his feet, reaction quicker, he would have gone to some of those well-delivered cutbacks for Doku. So, Flawless is back. Let's give Flawless some cheers. I know y'all.
What's Mom's laughing at? What did you say? This is of your response. What did you say?
I gave a proper breakdown. I don't know. I gave a proper breakdown.
This guy, yo.
I don't know what
did you
makes
say
Roms
about
laugh.
me, people? I know
I didn't say anything about you. I didn't say anything about you.
All right. Okay.
I didn't.
All right, man. Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
snitches
Chat will
get
let me know.
stitches, so be quiet in the chat. Be quiet in the chat.
I knew he said
I didn't say nothing about Flawless. I didn't. I held it down for you. Don't do this. Now,
I believe both are true. I believe you said something and you held it down. Yes. Two things can be true. This guy, yo. You think I know? I know you very well.
I did know. Chat.
We've
All
been
right, chat.
working
Let him know.
for a long time.
Chat. Let him know. Chat. Let him know. I didn't say anything bad about Flawless. I could have.
As soon as I
ample
see Rums
opportunity.
laughing, I was like, all right, cool. He said something. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you subscribe to Veta Games TV. Where was you at, Veta? Sorry, I'm back. Shout out to
Well,
Casually
yeah.
Raid as well. Go on.
Yeah, large up casually. Large up Marshall. Tough night for those guys. Not as bad. I mean, all things could be worse. And again, it was not. I was being real with it. Flawless. I could have taken shots at Flawless. I didn't. All right. Now, I got to emphasize the attack, and this is what I was before things got all janky. The 11 that Pep chose, and even his approach, is why I get it. City fans are kind of confused. Like, why don't we see this from Pep all the time? And then you're like, well, we're seeing a glimpse of it. How he set up for the second leg, how he actually had these players play a man down, was very promising. Was something where you're like, okay, let's try and figure out what's missing. What level of detail do you need, Pep, to want this all the time, right? What is it that you saw, or what is it that you kind of accepted in terms of not having control on why you ran this 10 versus the 11? Because again, we are creating opportunities against Real Madrid. 10v11. Now, I play Arsenal on the weekend. I would expect that he could come together. Yeah, exactly. That he could come together with an 11v11 and create opportunities like this and have a balance in terms of, you know what, it's not lopsided. We don't have too much pace and power, or lack of technical ability, or lack of control in the midfield. Certain players didn't even come onto that pitch until late. 20 minutes remaining in the game, he brought on Nico Gonzalez. I don't know if Nico Gonzalez plays or starts, because Rodri pretty much played the entire game. I don't know how he's managing it. Mind you, we played Tuesday. We don't play again until Sunday. So maybe his approach is like, it's more than enough time. 3-day turnaround, it's very different. 6 days, it's kind of calm, right? But I'm I like that I saw my manager take an attacking approach. And maybe it's because he had no other choice, but he has the ability to. You know what I mean? But he has the ability to. It's not like we stunk out. It's not like we stunk out even being a man down. You know what I mean? So
and Real Madrid, you lot went for it. You lot were valiant in the effort, and I knew you'd like that still.
Yeah, because that's what I want to see. I want to see whether it's possible, and if it's possible 10v11, it's got to be possible, and it's got to be possible 11v11. But also at the same time, before y'all get overly sensitive in the chat, I know that Arsenal defensively are very different. I know that Arsenal's defense is going to be obviously different, and again, Arsenal's approach is not going to be like that of a Real Madrid at the same time, right? I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this, but I keep going on A-listers, and for whatever reason, when I try to explain something, it gets taken sensitively. I happen to believe that Arsenal's approach is what's going to make it incredibly difficult for City if they take that, you know what, we're going to be standard Arsenal, which, yes, they can create scoring opportunities, but they're more than comfortable to be like, we're going to be defensively resolute, and we'll take our chances on set pieces. We'll take our chances late in game. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, and Jez says, to be fair, Vader is right. If that's Thomas Frank, we put an 11 men behind the ball and only attack via a dead ball situation, 3-0 down, LOL. Hey, Jez, I got you. I got you 1-1 better if it was the footballing terrorist that our place. He'd be out there, back five defenders, and 60 minutes into the game, swap the 2 centre-backs for 2 centre-backs. I'm telling you. Big up, man. Shout out to everyone who's locked in from Casually FC. I'm Rimar all the time. Let's run up the likes, people. Just under 100 people in the building. Shout out to Casually FC. Big up my guy Marshall. I was Marshall's stream. I need to check it out. I know Marshall is absolutely...
he's probably losing his mind.
Oh, yeah. I've been watching Chelsea. I watched Matisse's match reaction. I need to catch my bro Lewis's. I need to catch all the Chelsea fan TV fan cams. City, yeah, I'm here with Vader. Who else do I need to chat to? Not really anyone else. So I'll go and watch.
You gotta wait till you catch tomorrow's reactions as well. But
definitely.
We're out of the UCL. I'm incredibly disappointed. People want to now bring up Pep's record in the UCL and not, or I guess Pep is supposed to make it at minimum the semis when he's at Manchester City, like him exiting at the round of 16, him exiting at the corners, where I guess apparently unacceptable.
I would say so. I think that's fair. With the manager he is and the money you spend, I think that's acceptable to say.
Well, I see. This is what really. Okay, you're bothering me all tonight, guys. This guy's bothering me. The money that you spend does not dictate you should be making it to the semis. Like
but there's no. It doesn't mean you should make it. We're talking about what the expectation is. There's a difference. There's no guaranteed right. There's no you spend X amount, you win X amount of trophies.
You're saying the same thing if it's expected.
Yeah, it's an expectation. You telling me with the money.
It's a guaranteed semis. Because you're saying it's an expected semis.
No, like in regards to, yes, but there's an expectation of it from the fans. I'm not saying it guarantees, but is there an expectation of it? Yes. Because if you made the semifinals, let's say he makes the you lot win it 1 year and he makes the semifinals like 3 years in a row or 4 years, or you lot go 5-6 years in a row reaching the quarterfinals, that's gonna be praised. So yes, there is an expectation. It's not a guarantee, but there is we shouldn't be. City don't have Pep and spend all that money to go out in the round of 16.
No, okay.
You're not expected to go out with Bodo Glimt and Bayer Leverkusen.
Typically, no, but when you're on this side of the bracket and you happen to face a Real Madrid, things come into context. So I hear it. If you want to say Lyon should never happen.
You do add that into context. Who you go out to also adds in, yes. But many before this, general consensus, including yourself, was you lot are going through. That was general consensus.
Yeah, but that's confidence. Even before, but that's confidence even before knowing who I'm matching up with, and that's confidence even seeing that it's Real Madrid. Always. Right. And again, I've exited to Real Madrid 5 times, right? So it's been Real Madrid that have been the club to knock us out ever since the days of us trying to learn our way with the Lyons and the Monacos of the past, right?
Agreed.
When and I get it, not necessarily you, but I get there's a huge defense.
Thank you.
There's a huge defense with regards to the Fergie legacy, all right? There's a huge defense. So
facts.
Right. So the threat that Pep is, they want to bring up, because they have to equate things. They have to
Yeah,
bring
people
up
go
how
nitpick, man.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah,
So
people go nitpick.
so when all that's being thrown at Pep, I'm trying to talk to my Manchester City fans. That's not an argument we need to.
Oh
focus on
yeah.
right now.
That's just all social media stuff. That shit that I would retweet running jokes about Pep, same way you'd retweet jokes running about Fergie. That's all that is. Because I don't think I don't think there's anything Pep could do to change anybody's stance at this point. If you're Pep
Yeah.
over Fergie, I don't think he changes it. If you're Fergie
Pep's
over
at the
Pep, I don't think it is.
Pep's at the point that only things can chip away at it. Like he's at the point because what he needs to do
Well,
would require to be at such a high level to actually move the needle that everything now is just a chip away.
oh,
at
yeah,
him.
he'd have to do some goal shit, like go back to. He'd have to like win a quad, win another treble, go back to back in the Champions League. Like that's legit. All that he can in regards to, because you were already in that.
Or if he were to do another 5 years.
All right, I'd say this for me personally. If he builds again and goes again with another team and wins 3 out of the next 4, he'd go up in my estimation. Like levels.
Yeah,
wise.
but
Like,
and
this is
see
where
what
I'm
it
at.
would take for him to raise to 3 out of the next 4, and
I'm
what
like-
happens to be the toughest league, right? This is the toughest league that we've seen. The competition it is at the highest level. I mean, you do content with Arsenal fans, right? This is the toughest league. This is the toughest competition.
I
So
hear it.
for him to have to
Yeah,
go
it
3
is.
and 4, you know what I mean?
As much as I banter and run jokes about not wanting to see rivals do well, I do want to see that the GOATs do GOAT-like stuff. So it's like, all right, let's see. Like I personally, as much as I want to see Pep leave because I'm tired of him, I'm interested to see if he stays, how it looks the next 2-3 years. But that's a whole conversation we'll get into. But yeah, in regards to, you shouldn't be going out in the round of 16. Like I said, general consensus, again, yes, who you play takes factor. But general consensus, not necessarily from you. Let me exclude City fans from this. Excluding City fans, general consensus was you lot are going through. So therefore, I'm looking at it and go, City should go through. Better manager, people would say better 11, better squad, etc., etc. So that's how I look at it. You was there on A-listers when what was then. Actually, it wasn't even you. You didn't say any of the stuff about Real Madrid. You didn't dismiss him. And 2, surprisingly, you didn't gaslight and egg it on, because the stuff I was hearing on A-listers about Real Madrid was crazy. It's crazy.
All right,
Jay's my guy. But when he's talking about if Bournemouth turned up at the Bernabeu, that Madrid would be quaking in their boots and all this type of stuff. And Hassam saying Real Madrid pretty much got, I'm paraphrasing this part, but they pretty much have no chance. And he said verbatim, they only have threats on paper. Like they don't have talented individuals. People forget that Champions League is a cup competition. It's not a league format. And I keep saying this in cup competitions, even if you're not a team that's playing well, if you have talented individuals, in particular in the middle third and the final third of the pitch, you can win ties. You know who's mainly won this tie for Real Madrid? Valverde. Because Valverde is one of the best midfielders in Europe, point blank.
Yeah.
And he's been the difference maker. He's put this tie to bed because they have talent over there. But yeah, with Pep, that's what comes with it in regards to the criticism. No, it is a tough bracket, but yeah, I hear it. One sec. Some questions for you. People got plenty of questions. Plethora of questions. Ed says, can you tell us how many trophies you're winning? How many trophies you think you're winning? You're in for free still? What are you saying? At least one?
Oh, at least two. At least 2.
Okay. That's Bill nephew in the chat says big up Uncle Vader. Question for Vader. Still want to play the best in every comp.
Absolutely, no doubt. And again, I would encourage. I'm not going to tell anyone to change how they think, but I would encourage many of you. This is like PSA, all right? Public service announcement. I would encourage many of you to want to have that approach, because then you know what's missing within yourself to get better, and you know what it takes, or you know exactly why you happen to be the best. That's just me. And again, it's a philosophy. I get it doesn't make sense because your club is an extension and you just want the best for your club. But I want the best for my club, and I want to see things along the way that give me joy.
You smarter than that though. You don't need City to play the best to see what you lot are missing. I think you're doing yourself a big disservice.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't think Manchester City have to play the best competition for you to know what you think City are missing.
No, of course they do.
I don't think you do that. I think you do it yourself. But you like to downplay yourself, man. You always playing stupid. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
no,
you
I'm
are
not.
very
And I take
smart,
offense. I take
intelligent
offense to that.
individual.
I take
You
offense to that. I
you
don't
take
play
offense
stupid.
to you
Yeah, I
playing
don't play
stupid.
stupid.
You are.
I do move.
Like,
I
you
do
always
move in a
try
room
this, yo.
silently. I
You
do. I
always
will
try
move in a
this.
room silently and be
Yeah,
quiet. And
it's the same guy that gave Amarim 7. I told him for 7 months about Amarim and he didn't want to hear it. And I know he knew. That's what annoyed me so much. Right where we at. It's facts. I told you from February and it wasn't until August you was like, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, it took you that long. Ed says, I'd refs the what? Is that a lie? It might even been before February. I think February is around the time. I can't even remember.
yeah,
Ed, this is when
you
talking
said
about,
it, but I needed the evidence. I don't watch them
yeah,
like
you
that.
needed 7 months of evidence. I hear it.
Yeah,
refs
so the
reason
same way
why-
I want to see my club play against, so I can
Yeah.
have the evidence myself. Yeah, I'm consistent.
And that's, again, I think you're doing yourself, but I don't think you need 7 months. No,
I do,
Amarim was
I do.
bad. I don't think you needed to see you lot get packed up by Real Madrid to know what City are missing. That's what it is. I don't think you needed these 2 games over these 2 midweek games to figure out what was missing. I don't think it was an eye opener. I don't think you learned anything new. Like, oh, geez, like such and such you I thought was good enough is not good enough. There's no player out there that you think that about now. There's no City player who you looked at before these 2 games and went, he's good enough, and now you think he's not good enough or you think he needs to be replaced. Is there any? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Players for replacement?
No, I'm asking you, like, is there a player you thought before these 2 legs that you thought, yeah, he's good enough going forward, that now after these 2 games you're saying I either needs to be replaced or isn't good enough or needs to step up?
It's not so much the player ability, but it's maybe the player role. Like, there's certain things that I wasn't sure on whether a player could do or can't do. I don't, in my opinion, I don't think Kosanov, as great as he is, as much of a potential that he has, and he can get there, currently, I don't think he should be at right back. I don't think he can really put in a proper role. Now, he's done it at times. Fans will be like, okay, he's good, he's got that pace or whatever. But in terms of how I've seen him read, how I've seen him deal with stress, and again, when you're playing up against a Vinny who's going to keep you under pressure that entire game, you kind of see, you know what, not ready yet. And yeah, that's what I need.
Oh, facts, deal. Oh, seeing if I ever become like, you know, like massive.
Yo, Steelers cunt. Yo, listen. All right, I already like you. If you're truly a Steelers fan, I already like you. Let me show you what I'm repping out here. Listen.
Show Steelers because this is over my head.
Let me show you. You know it's cold out here in Toronto, so I got my Steelers.
So he
nice
says,
and warm.
so let's keep that. So he says City need to hire Vaya for PR. Like, if I ever become like massive and like get hundreds of thousands of followers and get a massive brand, hey, Vaya gonna be head of my PR, 100%. He'll be head of my PR. He's gonna be my go-to guy. He's got that spot right there, solidified 110%. That's credit to you. Why, when I compliment you, is that a problem? Why is it such an issue?
All right, if you're massive, like popularity business-wise, yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
you'd be able to afford me. Yeah. I'll screw it on my face because I'm like, could you afford it?
Nah.
Yeah, but
I'll make sure I'm patting you, man. You're my brother.
All right, cool.
Man, I got you. I'm patting it 100%. Cool. Steelers says the title Gaslighter Extraordinaire really fits under Uncle Vader well. Big up Steelers, man. My guy, man.
It does not. That is a lie told so many times that it's caught on. It's caught on.
Ed says, and this is when you were talking about the referees earlier, are the refs the reason why Semenyo has had a hat-trick of stinkers in his last 7 days?
No, but, and again, first leg, I didn't think Pep should have played Semenyo in the middle of the pitch like that. So you got to set players up for success. I don't think his skill set as of now really favored him. I don't think that was the right ask of him. But yeah, he had a stinker. I think he was played out of position. Fair so. He was brought on to chase the game. I'm not really going to hold him. But again, classic flawless. If he played well in a short amount of time, we'd praise him. If he didn't play well in a short amount of time, you call it a stinker. So yeah, I guess he had 2 back-to-back stinkers.
I don't know how I got involved in that, but you know, we moved fast. I don't know why I moved on.
This is your chat. They know you say this all the time. If he played in the short amount of time and played well, we'd be ranting raving. If he played poorly in the short amount of time, he deserves
it.
You
have to explain, because the thing is that at points you have to explain them things. Because like there'll be a player I rate who plays badly and I'll criticize, and people go, "I thought you rated such and such." Yeah, I do rate him. He just played bad the last 2-3 games. So
Yeah.
I'm supposed to not say he played bad. That's why I have to
no, you
explain
are.
those things.
But I had to throw that in there because again, Semenyo was brought on late in the game to chase it.
He was, yeah, that's
right.
true. That's
So the fact that he had a stinker, I hear it.
That's true. Big up Corey in the chat as well. I see you, Corey, man. Hope you're blessed. The reason why Diaz was stinker and hooked at halftime.
No, but Diaz, if I remember correctly, caught a yellow. So I don't think Pep was going to give this referee another excuse to deliver a red card. So he's like, listen, you're off.
This guy. And to Kadal, I can answer this for Veta. From Veta he's already explained he wants the best possible opposition for Manchester City so he can find out about his team overall and his team as individuals. That right? Is that correct?
No.
All right. So what?
It's partially right. It's partially right.
All right. So there's more
right.
to add. Go on. You add the rest then.
So in addition to listen, I want the best competition. Flat. All right. If that happens to be Real Madrid this year in terms of this side of the bracket, if that was going to be Bayern, whoever, I want the best competition because that's what I want to see my club go up against. I want to see whether we are deserving or not. Yes, you could be on the other side, or we could have played Spurs or Newcastle or whatever. We could have had a quote unquote easier route and then come up against the big dogs. Those earlier games would have told me nothing. And then what? I'm going to be shocked and surprised. I'd rather deal with it now. And at the same time, hear me out. I'm in an uncomfortable title race right now. I'd rather know that I'm not good enough to battle on all fronts so I can focus on what I can get done. All right?
It's got Dragon Ball Z. You see people, Dragon Ball Z heads. You see how people be hiding their power levels. That's Vega, Don't let Vega fool you, Vega is Vega is very intelligent and knows football. Don't ever get it misunderstood. Like, Vega is no dunce, man. His power level is high. He just be trying to hide it. You know what I'm saying? And play dumb like he don't know. Like, that's what it is, yo. This is why he can wind people up like no one's business. I'm telling you. All right, let's see what else.
Yo, actually, I got beef with you. This is two shows in a row on A-list.
Why you got beef with me? Go on, talk. Let's talk about why you got beef with me. I back you all the time.
See, you just said it. You don't. No,
I
you
do
don't.
back you.
Listen, guys, girls in the chat. 2 shows ago, Flawless blamed me for an outburst of another panel member. He said it was my fault for what I was asked to speak. I'm speaking. Actually, let me rewind this. The panel member a couple minutes earlier said, I don't care what the other panel members say. It's major media that have these conversations that I have an issue with. I start to speak for 30 seconds, and then the man blows up and rants for 5 minutes, and Flawless is there. Flawless is there being like, this is all your fault, Vader. This is a guy that's got my back. This is my homie. This is my ace, right? Now, fast forward to this week, last night. He wasn't even on the show to begin with. He wasn't on the show. You know what? I'm getting upset again. Hold on. I got to take a walk.
Bear in mind, people. Hey, guess what? Someone's a serial killer. And then somebody says, hey, he just murdered someone again. Are you going to believe them? Because they're a serial killer. Like, what we talking about here, yo? Like, I already know. And then as it's known, it was your fault. You feel me in that? Like, you always winded up Tayo and A-listers, man. All the time. You wind him up saying rotten, man.
Flawless was
strings down, my guy, but you...
Flawless wasn't even on the show. Joins the panel and be like, what? Vader's been gaslighting, obviously. He didn't even know the context or anything that was going on. He just assumed I'm gaslighting. This is my guy.
Yeah.
This used to be my homie. This used to be my ace.
I took an educated guess because we run A-listers all the time and you're normally gaslighting. So if I join and someone goes, Vader's gaslighting, I go, you know what? It's highly likely. It's like I join the stream with Don C on and someone says, hey, Don C just called you a pussy-o. I'll probably believe it because that's all Don C calls me all the time, every day. So it makes sense.
That's different.
Dumb again, you know. It makes sense. If someone said Don C is live right now, he just call you a pussy-o. I haven't heard it. I'm not watching. I've not seen it. But I probably believe it's true, yes. There's a 99.9% chance that Don C said that, yes. know what I'm saying? Like 110. Like if
I'm
someone
gonna
was
have to
like,
clip.
oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to clip up that show. I'm gonna have to clip it up.
clip it up. Definitely if someone was like, oh, Si's on the show being a fraud. It's LFC Si. Of course he's being a fraud. So I'm like, yeah, that's highly likely. I'm not there. I've not heard anything, but it's highly likely he's being fraudulent somewhere. You understand my overall point?
Yeah, I hear it.
That's you, like certain tags tied with some people. Like if you heard you wasn't on the stream, so you was like, hey, Flawless was running jokes and laughing at his own jokes, you would tend to believe that's true. Even if you weren't there, you'd be like, yes, that sounds like him. You know, you got this thing called a reputation.
But the difference is I don't walk into the room and say Flawless is already laughing at his own jokes. I don't assume that. You walked into the room and said, Vader gaslighting again, isn't he?
Well, probably. Yeah.
Corey, I ain't Piccolo. I ain't Dragon. I ain't Goku.
You are. He's high I ain't
level.
Don't ever get it. Don't ever let him like mistake. Like you can see the same shit I see. Because Vader's, you know how I know this? Because we do A-listers, and I watch Vader's face light up when people say certain things. When he's like, "Oh, I got him." Like I'm gonna rebuttal this code. Watch it, people.
No.
Watch it. Dikama, good to see you in the chat. I did not aggravate Vader whatsoever, man. He's aggravated about City, man.
He did.
Like he you know what?
Flaws has been bothering me all night. He's been bothering me.
Yeah, he didn't expect this tie to go the way it went. That's what it was, which I understand. When you have a Champions League tie that don't go the way you want it to go, I hear it, man. Obviously, they struggled against West Ham as well, so the title's looking bleak. They got the Carabao Cup final. Could argue they're second favourites for FA Cup. I think they will beat Liverpool, so you're probably into the semi-final of that. You got the whole future of Pep hanging in the balance, etc.
I don't know. Stress.
Yeah. Oh, that's stuff. Nah, I get the stress, man. I understand, man. I hear it. I think, was there anything else? That was pretty much all the questions from the chat. Let me see. You lot continue to run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV as well. Make sure you subscribe to Vader Games TV also. Let's see. Man are asking about, so you know what. Yeah, man. See, man said, Vader, you are Goku. This is it. You really we know you, man.
Listen, this is a stressful week. Let me explain to you guys.
Go on.
So,
explain. Go on.
The West Ham drop points, disappointing, right? It was magnified, and again, it was a weekend where I'm gonna tell y'all, I didn't watch any of these games live. I didn't watch the Arsenal game live. I didn't watch the City game live. I had it recorded. All right, Mama Vader. It was her birthday. We all celebrated her, so it was no devices. The most I could do is look and see a score update. That's everything was attention based, right? But because I knew the score, I went back and watched the games, and I watched the City game first, and I was like, we didn't create enough to win it. To be honest with you, we didn't create. Yeah, we could have had like we could have had a goal, of course. There was opportunities to score, but we didn't do enough, in my opinion, to be dominant versus a West Ham who are struggling, and we should have had that game in control. And then it's coupled with dropping points to another relegation fighting team in Forest just earlier. It got doubly worse, triply worse when I saw the Arsenal game and I saw how late they won it and how they won it. There was another game where they could have easily dropped points, and it went their way. Credit to them. Sometimes that's how the season goes. The ball drops your way. Balls get cleared off the line, inches away. We have moments like that. Liverpool fans know that very well. Sometimes that's going to happen. That sucked. Now, going into this leg, I would have been calm. What Flawless typically does and what he says would not have triggered me, but I lost this game because of a red card.
So you're taking it out on me because
no. I'm not just now you're getting sensitive. I'm not taking it out on you. I'm just explaining that the things that you say, which are typically trigger worthy, that I can brush off, I'm reacting to. You take your shots, relax. Sniper to sniper, you know what it is. But normally I can let the bullets fly by my ear and not react. Tonight I'm reacting. I'm shooting back. I already told them I'm trigger happy. But
by the time I just respond. But go on, carry on as you were.
Now it's a stressful week because now I gotta watch, and now I'm watching this game because I'm studying patterns of play. I didn't watch the Arsenal game. Obviously, it was happening at the same time. Yeah. But now I got to go watch this Arsenal game. Well, I know they've already advanced on, and again, slightly, again, half full. I see that they've got additional focuses, additional games to play where I don't. So let me watch and see how Arsenal played in this game. Let me see who I got to worry about for this neutral ground over at Wembley for the final, right? I think Pep might run it back with the exception of O'Reilly plays instead of Reinders. I think we might see the exact same 11, but we see O'Reilly play instead of Reinders. And that might be the battle and see who the main 11, and I would maybe argue that was Arsenal's best 11. Saka,
I
Eze.
even see that. 1 second, I'll have a look. I don't even know who started for them. I didn't watch.
I think that might have been their best 11.
I was
So
watching
maybe
your last game in Chelsea
yeah.
PSG. 1 second, I'm gonna have a look now.
Maybe we'll see something similar, but it's a stressful week because I play that game, and then after I play,
pretty
Arsenal,
much. I would
Yeah.
say, yeah.
with the exception of who might be
Maybe
the panel
Calafiori
also
at left back. That's it. Maybe Calafiori at left back.
maybe
instead
he
of
starts
Nketiah.
instead
He might
instead
start.
of-
Yeah.
instead of in Capia, right?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
I can think of if we're talking best there. But that 11,
So-
yeah. pretty
So
much
we're probably we probably seen the main 11s with the exception of 1 or 2 players, but that's what we should expect. So I'm gonna go back and watch the game, see patterns of play, see if I can pick up anything. But I play Arsenal in the final. I need that final. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need that final. When Flawless asked me early in the show the number of trophies, I said 2. All right.
You did say, yeah, you said 2 out of 4.
One of them is the League Cup. I'm not answering what the other one is, but one of them is the League Cup. I need that League Cup. I need it. All right. Last season, I get it. It's not recognized as a trophy, but last season, all I won was the Community Shield. That's the only thing that I won last season. All right. This season, stop laughing. This season, I've got to win the League Cup. All right. There's great history with Manchester City in the League Cup. I want another one. Then, after the League Cup final, I play Liverpool. And Liverpool, are they advancing? Are they?
No, they're going out.
Anfield?
Nah, they're going out. I'm saying this now, they're going out.
All right, Flawless is saying
Been saying this.
I don't know.
They go. I said, I've been saying this that they're going out.
I know.
What do you think though? Do you think they're going out?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. I'm talking about my stressful week. So I've got to play Arsenal, Liverpool, and after I play Liverpool again,
Liverpool is not stressful.
stop it. I got to play. They're arguably the biggest club in England. I got to play Liverpool, and then
this guy.
well, they're the biggest club in England.
That'll be their tough matchup, but carry on.
They're defending champs. Show some damn respect. I got to play Liverpool, and then the man's shaking his head like they're not defending champs. I got to play.
Go on, carry on.
They are defending champs, and they spend 450 million. Right? They got Verts in that midfield. I have to play Liverpool, and then after I play Liverpool, I've got Chelsea, and the Chelsea game.
Remember, you got international break though, like Sorafel said.
Yeah. Again, international break. That's stress in itself because I don't want any of my players getting injured. I hope Pep, after the Liverpool game, I need players to have a couple of knocks. They can't really go on international duty.
Is Liverpool? Nah, I think Liverpool's after, or was it before?
Then after the Arsenal League Cup final, I need.
The international. Wait, the international break is because there's no games the 28th to 29th. So yeah.
All right, I need players after that final. I need players after that final.
Yeah, go on, carry on.
Be a little. I can't do international duty. I need them healthy. I need them healthy. All right. Yo, bless. But I'm stressed because this is going from a possible quad, which I never invested in, right? But it's going from no longer having the UCL to I must need the League Cup. And I think the League Cup is key because for the sake of football, I don't think we need this potential quad talk to happen. If City do their business, we at least eliminate the quad talk because we got the League Cup final. We got it. So then they can talk about their trouble. They can talk about pursuing the trouble, but they can't talk about the League Cup. All right,
But-
are you with me with that one, Flawless? I know you got
hear
two. You got to choose between two evils right now.
I'm hearing you with that about the quad talk, but then I think back to Liverpool's quad talk and the way that ended and the beautiful way that ended. So I'm like, with Arsenal, do I want the same thing?
What?
Don't you
Hold
remember?
on.
You remember Liverpool's quad talk, right?
Yeah. They were
Remember when
silly
they
to
won
have
the
the
League
quad
Cup?
talk to begin with. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm saying the way it ended and like the crash landing that their fan base had because of that, even though they won, I think they won 2 trophies. I think they won that.
Yeah, but that's a dangerous flirtation right there,
Nah, but
because
it is.
they lost the
But I'm in a
league.
happy place, so I'm.
They
I'm
lost the
more
league
so
on
that
on game week
Yeah,
38
Yeah. I
by
hear
a
you.
point.
If
That's
you-
risky.
But it is. But if you lot do what you're supposed to do at the Etihad, I've said this. I think if you lot beat them at your place, you lot win the league.
Yeah, but again, we play them after the League Cup has happened. The League
Yeah.
Cup final could have some psychological.
It could
Could
potentially.
have some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to give them any advantage. I don't want to give them any
That's fair.
advantage.
That's fair. I don't like
Now-
either. of you. I'm just like I like where we're at. But I hear your point. I get it.
Now, I know 1/3 of the Bajans are in the chat, but I also
Yeah, sure.
remember Liverpool fans talking about a quad this season. That's hilarious, by the way. But that last quad, yes, for it to crash out game week 38, and I believe they only lost one. It was 1 goal difference. Vinny scored 1 goal in the final, and I think that's how they lost that UCL. But City and how they played tonight, I can see them being successful, and against a challenge like Arsenal, it would tell a lot. If the patterns of attack, if the being defensively sound, and again, I didn't really have too much to really be upset with. Gahey got subbed on mid-game. I would argue that he was off of it with regards to Vinny getting a second. That brace that Vinny got was Gahey kind of falling asleep or not even reading that the quality of the player could deliver that ball in, because he was caught off and he got to the end of it. But I need us to handle business. 2 trophies is what I kind of see for Manchester City this season. And I'm only going to tell you.
Are you confident going into the final then?
Yes. I want Pep's press conference in English didn't say anything player-wise, and I'd be surprised if any of the players talked about having any knocks or anything like that. We play on Sunday. Yeah. I'm like, the players are available. The approach, again, let me see. I want this matchup. This is the best in England, the best in Europe. I want this matchup. I want to see what we do. And again, I know it doesn't really translate to what the league's going to be about because this is separate, but I want to see
it could have an impact. It potentially could. It could. I hear that.
In what way?
You talking about psychological, like the winner of the Carabao Cup?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That could spur on a player. Like, I don't think there's too much on it, but it could. It's not out of the realms of possibility. Like if someone argued the other point, I'd go, I hear it.
Yeah, true. Yes. Fair enough. But yeah, if we have everybody available, we take our chances and we see who's better on the day. And then the conversation about, or the understanding, here it is. I think we're not the complete team yet. All right. With regards to Manchester City, you like to mention it. Others like to mention it. When
the money you spent.
With the money that we spent, right?
Yeah, because you mentioned the money that Liverpool spent and Arsenal spent. So it's only right we mention the money you spent. Is that not fair?
Right. Kind of.
Correct me if it's not. Tell me the difference.
I'll
I want
tell
to
you
hear
the
this.
difference. Okay, I'll tell you the difference. Can I use a car analogy?
Of course.
All right. Let's.
I'm just glad you're not using me and Gallon in the club analogy. So
No. You do that on your other shows. I don't need to do that tonight. When it comes down to,
you literally did it last week, yo. That's the last show. This guy.
Yeah, I tuned into your show, so I was being consistent.
Consistent. Such a crook, yo. When he politely told Jan to show up, that was great, yo.
No, I did not. I did not politely. No, I didn't. Go back and watch the show. I did not. No, I did not.
Even Jan clocked it like.
Nah, she was feeding into it just for jokes and giggles. She didn't really mean it. When it
you need our Black Queens to be quiet at points so the Black Kings can turn. This guy tried it, you know. This guy tried that to Charlotte nonsense, yo.
I valued everything she had to say. I was valuing everything she had to say.
Yo, go back. Go watch it, yo.
Nah,
Man,
don't. Nah, you're going too
man,
far. Now you're going too
man,
far.
so disrespectful, respectfully, yo. That shit was great.
Nah, you're going
yo.
too far. You're going too far. what I was saying with the car analogy. All right, the gal analogy you used up to death. What the car analogy is, Liverpool had the winning car. They are already 3 seconds ahead. Their car is 3 seconds faster already. All right? They spent 450 on top of that. Now I'm getting criticized for my car being 3 seconds slow, and I'm spending money to catch up and try and surpass them. Right? But I also didn't outspend them so it's one of those where I'm like, I get the money talk, but there's money to catch up and then there's money to surpass, and I was trying to catch up. Another reason why some move fraudulent with regards to the money talk as well is like, and I get it, you let certain players go, so you got to replenish them. That's happened at City. Obviously, it happens at other clubs. But I feel like what Pep is trying to do, right? What Pep is trying to do with regards to the winners that we have at the club. And I say that because there's the serial winners, and then there's the players that came for the 4P. All right?
This is your car analogy. The chat is putting violins in there.
No one needs to cry. No one needs to cry. Listen, I'm laughing out here. Flawless, I'm laughing out here. You think I'm upset looking over my shoulder, hearing money talk from Liverpool fans?
So then Ash said, then why you talk about Arsenal spending money? We were also doing a catch-up. That's what Ash is saying.
No. The reason why money comes up with Arsenal is because Arsenal didn't win any trophies.
Okay.
People were arguing Arsenal, well, you spent all this money and you haven't even won anything. We weren't really holding that to you to win the league, but you didn't win anything. And now that you're 6-7 years in, it's gone to the point where, quote unquote, the smaller domestics aren't what you should be about. It should be the league, which it looks like you're very close to winning. But that's been the talk. The talk's been y'all spending money and not even winning anything. That's why. But when it comes down to the Liverpool making the violins or me talking about money is because, guys, I'm honestly laughing here. I'm laughing because I know it sounds like a broken record, but me in this title fight is like truly unexpected. Once I'm here, I'm expecting my club to do it. I'm rooting them. I'm seeing enough quality to believe that we can win it. And Ash and all the Arsenal fans in the chat, I've seen levels of some inconsistency. Yes, you've gotten the results, but in terms of your style of play, it hasn't been that sustainable. And I'm going to say this here. I'm going to say this here before you've won anything, before y'all can accuse me of being salty, being a hater. I'm saying this now. You guys are going to, and you're right. You're right to accept, you're right to be okay with how you play for now. You're getting results. It looks like you're going to win the league. You're fine with saying, you know what, the dark arts, whatever you got to do. Raya's got to act like he's been knocked in the face and falling over trying to win a foul. Gabriel Magalhaes is the strongest man until someone puts a hand on his shoulder and then he's acting like he just got shot. All that is fine because at the end of the day, y'all need this trophy. But when the results don't match up with the style of play, the fan base is going to turn quick because it's a matter of is winning like this sustainable? Is winning like this sustainable when you're going to drag out games, slow play? You're going to do what you got to do, set pieces, I get all that. And again, I'm just saying, and this is why I'm surprised on how man got triggered so much yesterday, but I'm just saying all the clutching and grabbing, I get that other clubs are doing it, but other clubs are doing it because they've seen the success of where Arsenal have taken it. And that's not an insult. That's actually praise, right? When you guys want to talk about other clubs copying other clubs and this and that, the fact that you guys were doing this to such a level that your set pieces, corners, were so clinical, right? You're going to get copycats. You're going to get other teams trying to replicate or mimic it. So when I say the trend in terms of the league doesn't want all of this clutching and grabbing and all of this obstructing of the keeper, it's going to shift. And I'm not saying it's Arsenal's fault, but I'm saying when it's been a success, you're going to have other clubs trying to do it. And now it's become kind of like an epidemic in a different way. You know what I mean? But you do it until it's no longer allowed. I also want to emphasize the the Arsenal fans, and I'll say this, whether it was a City fan, whether it was a Liverpool fan, and even a great example, even look at Liverpool fans. They were a lot quieter with what Slot was doing last season after the league was kind of secured or even getting close to closing out the league because y'all were going to win it. As soon as this kind of style of play that continued, but the results weren't there, it all blew up. This is that's all I'm
You gotta play with that. You gotta play with that. You gotta play with that. Yeah.
So again, I got glasses on, 4 eyes. I see things a little more than people just 2 eyes. This is what I'm trying to emphasize.
He needs more longer to see what you just said, but he needs longer time to assess it. But he's got glasses on, so he's got 4 eyes, so he sees. So you see how it is. But go on, carry on. I digress.
Yeah,
go on.
I see more.
Yeah, you see
all right. See, okay, now you see, this guy's getting me upset. This guy's getting me upset.
Why am I
The
getting
reason
upset?
why, no, I'm gonna tell you. The reason why I'm upset and Flawless is moving fraudulent. I can assess things a lot quicker with regards to Arsenal, and no disrespect to United fans, but I'm in a title race, so I watch them regularly. Flawless was asking me about my point of view, what I was seeing about Amarin and that whole club, and y'all were fighting 15th last season. I wasn't watching y'all like that. I wasn't. So I needed a little more time to catch up and be like, Flawless, I see exactly what you mean.
I did that. You did that one game against Arsenal to realize.
I needed more than that. Stop that. I needed more than that. I need to see whether he was going to be able to implement what he wanted with an off season and all that. And he couldn't. And I was like, yeah, you're right. He needs to be out of there. But going back, this in particular, this fight in particular with Arsenal,
this with the straight face going.
If it comes down, and this is where things are at. If it comes down to Arsenal winning the league the way they've been playing, no one is going to take anything away from you. All right? But let's just not be hypocrites here. All right? And I'm going to talk to the Arsenal fans that were around when Chelsea were doing the mucky and the disgusting defense and won it. All right? All I'm looking for is consistency. And I know for a fact, I can't say I know for a fact, but with regards to consistency, I would guess that the Arsenal fan on A-listers had something to say about it when Chelsea did it back in the day. But the fact that his club's doing it, it's all good. It is all good. Just win. That's all they want. And the funny thing is, I'm looking to clip this up. I'm actually gonna probably break it down on my channel. Thierry Henry was asked about Arteta's Arsenal and their style of play. And he was asked, do you like how they're playing? Thierry Henry, listen, if I ever had an agency, PR agency, Thierry Henry would be my first hire. Wow. Because you were saying you would hire me in terms of I can navigate. Thierry Henry did everything but answer whether he liked Arteta's style of play. All he kept repeating was, just win. And I agree. Arsenal fans, I agree. Just win. But trust me, he, like many, don't like how you play. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to do things for us to like. You don't have to do things for some of the Arsenal fans to like. Y'all just want this trophy. And I get it.
Get over the line. As long as he gets over the line, that's all they care about. That's all they care about. But continue to run up the likes. Continue to hit the subscribe over at 51 likes. Girls up to 80 likes, people. Girls up to 80 likes.
Let's go. Get the likes up, people.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well on the channel. Subscribe to Veta Games TV. Veta's link is literally in the title as well. So click the link in the title. Subscribe to Veta Games TV. Pep, we got to go there. Because Corey mentioned it about you lot being 1 in 5. There's a lot of conversation surrounding whether he's going to stay on or not. Some people think it's dependent on if he wins the league title or not. If he doesn't, I know you want him to stay.
What did that mean? 1 in 5.
Like you won 1 in your last 5. 1 game in your last 5.
Oh, okay.
That's what Corey said. I don't know it was 1 in 5, but West Ham, the 2 Madrid games, you'll know better than me. You lot's results.
Forest, yeah.
Forest and that, but Forest is tough because they're one of the biggest clubs in the country, so it makes sense. But yeah, what was we at? Yeah, Pep. You said Liverpool a tough game. They're one of the biggest clubs in the country. Yeah. So Nottingham Forest, they're one of the biggest clubs in the country. Tough game. But as we were saying, Pep, I know you want him to stay.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a chance he does leave if, let's say, he does win the league? Do you reckon there's a chance he says, "All right, enough's enough"? Like, how long do you? Again, not what you want to happen, because I know you want him to stay on. What do you think happens?
I'm gonna give you three answers. All right. If I'm as me, Vader City fan, I want Pep to stay. He wins the league. I want him to stay. I want him to end out your contract. If he were to win this league, 8 games remaining, 9 points off. If he were to win this league, Pep, come back for one more year, be part of the design team, be part of the one that the architect with regards to the incoming, balancing this team out on who you're going to hand it off to next. Cool. Us as City fans would hold nothing. No one should be asking for a back-to-back. No one should say win the UCL in your last year. No, if you were to win this league, Pep, 8 games left, 9 points off. Trust me, you win this league next season, it's a free hit. Vader Games talking to you as a City fan. You win. Flawless. 8 games, 9 points off.
Yeah, if he wins this, it'd be crazy.
If he wins this, next season is a free hit.
Do you think he walks?
If
he wins that, I'm asking you. If he wins that,
if he were to win this madness,
yeah, you reckon he walks?
You know what? I'm going to change my stance. If he were to win this,
yeah,
I would say Pep out.
No, you reckon he leaves? You don't want him.
No. I would start a hashtag Pep out if he were to win this league, because this fan base, there's a majority of this Manchester City fan base that don't deserve him. So I'm going to say Pep out, leave on a high, let these ungrateful City fans that will remain here deal with next season.
Why does your club have to suffer? Because
no, they won't suffer. What's to say they would suffer? Nothing would say they would suffer.
I think they definitely.
Our next hire, we might hit a home run with our next hire.
But I'm saying with Pep, like if he would, like what that does, I think to your team if he wins this league, I think that galvanizes it. If you don't go,
no, because the reason why I would say this, because it's a ripple effect, it's a domino. Again, I got four eyes. You only got 2. If he were to win this, he's pushing these players. Like he's pushing a Rodri, he's pushing a Bernardo Silva, he's pushing a Ruben Diaz. Like he's pushing players that have been here for the 3-peat, for the 4-peat, for the treble. He's pushing those players, and I would say they may not be listening to him the next season.
So I would say it's your other players who get you over the line in this run. Hypothetically,
no, it would be a combination of everybody's gonna have to pull their weight.
It would be a collective, of course, but let's say the standouts are the newer players, for example.
But again, even if the standouts were to have those performances, get us over the line, the goal, the assist, again, it would have to be consistent 90 minutes that we would have to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the reason why I say is because from a leadership standpoint, those players are going to be like,
big up Victor. Hashtag Matisse out. Big up Victor, man.
That's crazy. Because it would be one of those where you remember when Eto'o did the old man celebration. It'd be one of those where the guys would be, Pep, we've done it. We've done it all. We're gassed.
Okay, so let's say this does happen. Again, people, we're not saying this. We're talking hypothetical because the Sora fell in the chat and others, because this is a genuine conversation people have been having. Who would you? So you win the league title.
Wait, I didn't even give you my other scenarios.
Oh, go on. Sorry, I thought it was more. Sorry, go on. I'll come back to this. Sorry, my bad.
So winning scenario, he wins this league. I'm telling him Pep out. I'm telling him out. All right. Even because again, the City fans that want Pep out already, you guys have your wish. He gave you a trophy. You wanted him out. Let him leave. I think everyone is happy because I don't think that the fan base deserve him. Right. I don't want him to get any kind of backlash because again, they're not going to say free hit next season. They're going to have these ridiculous standards again. But I'm going to say, make that move, and whoever they all want, whoever's the next guy, cool, let's make a move for him, or let's have an off year we're trying to build. Who knows? Now
Maresca, would you be cool with Maresca?
I'd be cool with Maresca. He knows City pretty well. He could hit the ground running, and then we could wait until company's contract expires. But
that's the plan.
If Pep loses this league, if he loses this league and goes trophyless, I want him here for one more year. Write out your contract, and I'll give you a chance to prove that you can be a winner one last time.
Yeah, he can't go out like this.
Exactly. He can't go out like that. And if we look at who are the threats, no disrespect. We got to see who you guys hire as a manager. Arsenal, obviously. Arsenal would be the defending champs.
Yeah.
We'll see whether Liverpool stick with this guy or not, right?
No,
but it'll be one of those where
let's be real. United potentially, Chelsea, Liverpool are all gonna have new managers. Us with Carrick's 50-50, we don't know.
So in a league where you got new managers, I would want Pep and Arteta to go at it again. Let those two fight it out because they'll know the league best. Those other guys are trying to figure things out.
Disregarding Michael Carrick, but we move on. Carry on as you were.
I see.
Dare you disrespect my guy, man?
I'm not disrespecting
so the guy after
but
Pep can so the guy after Pep can hit the ground running, but Carrick can't do the business. All right, man. You stay there.
Chat. And again, I gotta apologize. I haven't been keeping up with Sarcasm City TV. Is Sarcasm City TV going to make the same Ollie mistake again? Is that what's happening here? You're thinking of giving this man a contract,
but I don't know why it's the Ollie mistake. Depending on how it ends, people always conveniently forget how it ended with Ollie. I'm saying his first stint. People forget we ended the season terribly. So why is it the same mistake? Why is Carrick being judged by Ollie standards? That's unfair.
Wait.
That's like Yan, who you was bigging up. She'll tell you how bad black men are, but that's black men that she picked. But she'll say me and you ain't shit. Yeah. Yan,
no. I've never heard those words. She's never spoken like that to me.
You know what? I will. You know what? Next time she's here, remind me if I forget, and we'll ask her. She'll gladly say she said it on here openly.
Well, it's the people that she's with that she's expressing this.
No,
with.
but that's the point that I'm making is she'll say we ain't shit.
No, she will not. No. Yeah, I know Yan ain't here. I know she ain't here. But I'm gonna assume that she will direct that to you, but she will not direct that to me.
No, that's just me. All black men. It's not just you. It's me, you, and the rest. It's all of us.
She can't.
She puts us all in that same boat, man. I'm telling you.
Her father's a black man. She can't mean all black men. So
I'm telling you.
We'll have the convo. We'll have the convo. But there's no way. There's no way.
The point that I'm making is with the Carrick thing. I can only judge him off him. I can't judge him of Ollie.
I hear that, but again, let me rewind this, guys. There was a time where you had an interim manager who was getting things right, had a good flow, players were playing well again, performances were translating to results, and it was said to give him the contract. Now he was given the contract. It didn't implode right away. It gradually got worse, and then he wasn't the right guy. But he wasn't the right guy for a long-term contract. I happen to think you're going to go down the same route again. We've seen this.
It's nothing to do with Carrick. It's to do with Ollie.
No, but it's the pattern.
There's not no pattern. There's only one. That's not a pattern.
No, the pattern is he was not going to be your long-term option before he even took the interim job, and now you're going to give him a long-term contract. You're making the same mistake.
How is it potentially dependent? Again, we're excluding the two things. Again, I'll say it again. What has Carrick done to so far that he should be excluded from the conversation? I never get an answer from this. Outside of Ollie, I never get an answer for this.
No, it's not about what he's done so far, because obviously he hasn't done anything to justify not getting the contract, but his resume to begin with, when you think of Manchester United, when you think of what you want to bring in terms of that role, that job profile, you want someone with the credentials, with the resume, with the experience, more than that.
Okay, of course you do. So is there other options?
So that's why he's not the right guy, even from jump.
Not necessarily. Because you don't.
All right, take the risk. Take the risk
again, and this is where the difference is with the Ollie thing. And I bring this up again. That season that Ollie got it when he was interim ended very badly. I'm not saying give Carrick the deal right now. I'm just saying he should be in contention for it because he's doing very, very well. If he carries on like this, and he gets the job, I hear it, because what also ties into it as well is the pool not being great. You mentioned You mentioned it there about the resume and everything like that. Them managers are not there. Outside of Enrique, no manager fits the bill that you're talking about.
Drop that bread. You're United. Just Say
No,
hey.
I'm saying this, and I'm with. I am.
Why
I
don't
am
you
with
why
on
don't
that.
you flex on him the way you did Amarin?
I'm with
Come
you
here
on that
now.
with
Come to
Enrique.
my club right now.
No,
Why
not
don't you
right
do
now.
that?
Like obviously in the summer, I'm with you on the Enrique thing. I don't know if we're approaching Enrique. I don't work for the football club.
Okay,
I
all
hope
right.
we are.
Okay,
I hope
let me
we're
ask you
having a
this.
conversation. But with Enrique, like we're talking about Pep, we don't know his MO.
All right, I got you. Flawless. I got you. Now,
we
you're
talking right
a
now.
numbers
Go on.
guy. You're a numbers guy. All right, you're a numbers guy.
I'm not, but go on, carry on. Terrible at math, but carry on. Go
No,
on.
in regards to you bring out your big notebook in terms of where did you have so and how you were asking everybody how many goals do you see United scoring? You know what you do with the numbers. Stop this.
I
All
had
right.
the second part. I had to ask because I was being told that we was gonna cook, so I wanted to know how.
Okay. All right.
That's all it is. I want
Now-
people to show me they're working out, but go on. All of a
Fair.
sudden, we scoring goals now. We would have thought, but go on.
Okay,
go on,
I'm gonna ask you this. And
Go
I
on,
haven't
go
done the
on,
homework, not to do on this show, but we can revisit it.
Yeah. Go on.
So Ollie was obviously performing well at the time of everybody saying give him the contract.
Real
right?
one pop. Yes. Which
Okay.
was the wrong thing to do.
No, hold on. At the time,
At the time, it was the wrong thing to do to give him the contract. Despite everybody saying it, be the adult in the room and wait to see how the season plays out.
okay.
Because if they would have waited to see how the season played out, because people conveniently forget that part of the story.
Yeah.
It's interim run. People say, "Oh, it went bad." No. Go and check United's results after PSG. Awful end. And I think if they wait and they don't give him the contract right there and then, at the end of that season, there's no way they give him the deal.
Okay, but
Go
hear me out.
Go on.
You're pointing out Ollie, and I'm trying to bring similarities, okay?
Yeah, cool. We got the similarities.
Ollie, you said he was performing well enough where many were saying give him the contract. Yes. He's earned it.
Which I understand.
Yes. So I would ask,
one of them.
I would say how many games did he manage where it was the consensus, let's give him a contract. Okay, let's just hold that. Don't answer now. Don't answer now. But how many games did he manage for it to be the case, right? Okay. Carrick's going to have a certain number of games that he's going to manage from obviously having the role now till the end of the season. I don't know what that number is. I'm curious, chat, on another show at another time. Are Carrick's numbers for this season going to be similar to Ollie's run?
I can tell you
with regards to okay, but hold on. I also feel it's a little unfair because you want Carrick to take this job only dealing with the Prem, where Ollie took that job and had more than one competition.
Yeah, and then he had 4 games extra. But here the thing is with that, why that's not fair in regards to it, because the vast majority of the managers we've been linked with haven't dealt with Champions League, haven't dealt with having to rotate and things like that. And that's another thing I don't like about Carrick. I mean, I don't like when people mention about Carrick. I'm not saying he'll handle it well. I'm not saying he'll handle it terribly. I'm not saying he'll rotate well. I'm not saying he'll rotate terribly. That's not what I'm saying. Like, there's no guarantees with either or. We don't know yet in regards to that. I can only judge him off what he's done so far. He hasn't had to rotate. I can only judge him off. And in regards to your first point as well, I think him and Ollie, by the end of the season, it will be similar in regards to games managed. Ollie might have a couple more. Carrick might have a couple more, but it's similar. I don't think there's more than 4. I don't think it's more than 3 games, should I say? But go on.
In all competitions, you think Ollie might have 3 more games than Carrick?
Yeah, across all comps. Because remember, I think Ollie only had the 2 knockout ties. He had the 2 legs against PSG and the 2 knockout ties. Whoever we got knocked out by, I think it was Barcelona. So you got those 4, and then the rest of the Prem.
Okay.
And
I'm posing that to the United in the chat. They want to geek out and nerd out for apples to apples. I think it's important to have the apples and apples conversation.
So, yeah. But I want to see him in that scenario because people keep saying, "Oh, he can't rotate."
I hear it, but this is the thing.
We haven't seen him rotate to say
you're Mighty United. Yeah. You're Mighty United. You should not be giving a contract to a manager and it's let me wait and see. Let me see how he deals with multiple competitions. You should be giving this contract to someone in an
ideal world.
Everything should be ideal at United.
But if
Everything.
that person, but no, that's unrealistic. But you aim.
Aren't you guys bigger than Liverpool? You're making moves like you're not bigger than Liverpool.
No, you aim for the best. This is why it comes to the Enrique. If it, let's say the news comes out that Enrique was available, and we didn't go for him number one, or we couldn't persuade him number two, livid. If it comes out, which I believe, I don't think Enrique wants to leave PSG personally. That's me saying it as a United fan. So if Enrique is unavailable, which I believe he's unavailable, let me clarify this. I'm not ITK. This is me just from the outside looking in. Take Enrique out. Ancelotti's just signed a new deal with Brazil. So he's out of the equation. I look at the pool of managers, which comes into key. This is not like signing players where I go, you can go unknown. I trust, that's why I look at my scouts and go, player-wise, like a Lamens, for example. That's why I never hear there's no value in the market. One of the most nonsensical comments that people just say in football, in the footballing space.
When people say that, it just means that they just don't know who it is.
I say this all the time. The obvious market. You can tell me the obvious market is terrible. I agree with that. In many different positions on a football pitch, the obvious market, like people talk about left wing, for example. I think the obvious market to go and sign left wingers isn't good. I don't think there's many left wingers we can all point to and go, go get him. But is there a left winger? There's a left winger out there. It's the 18th of March, 2026. 18th of March, 2027 is going to be a left winger none of us were talking about, who we're going to be talking about, who's one of the best up and coming or one of the best current. But that's a whole different conversation. Yeah, I hear you on that in regards to ideal, but let's say Enrique is not available. It's the pool of managers. Again, the pool is decent. If we were to go get a Glasner, if we were to go get an Iriola, if we was to go get a Marco Silva, a Tommy Tuchel, for example, all of them I go. I see the pluses. None of them move me. None of them are needle movers. None of them are. Yes, and I must.
None of them give you a little more security than Carrick.
No.
Wow. Okay.
No, because none of them. It's not a move because what Carrick's done so far is he's shut me up. He's exceeded all my expectation, as you know. Before he joined, I said, no matter what, don't give him the job.
I still believe that.
No. But the thing is, it would be then unfair of me to go, he's exceeded all my expectations. Because I said, just steady the ship. This guy's not just steady the ship, he's pimped my ride the ship. You know what I'm saying? He's put stereo system in there. We got consoles in there. We partying in there. The liquor's in there. All this type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying give him the job now. I'm saying, and that's something else I've changed my stance on in regards to giving him the job. I'm saying, end of the season, let's see how he goes. Because if he loses 6 and 9 and goes to shit, I'll go, all right, cool. Let's see if this is sustainable for half the season. If it's sustainable for half the season, you state your case. Now, like I said, the other managers we mentioned, your Marco Silvas and Nagelsmann, and all them lot on the list, the top 5, top 6, none of them move me. I think all good managers, all pros. Right. We spoke about this last week, like with Glasner. If we was to go get Glasner, I go, I see the pro.
All right, we doing this, and apologies, chat. I'm gonna have to break into prayers.
Good, this is about you lot anyway, because you lot was in champs.
I'm gonna say this with regards to the conversation I want to have with you next show. All right,
go on.
And obviously next show there's gonna be the post result weekend wise. My weekend might be tough, but obviously next week we'll link up.
Let me know when you're available and we'll pattern it, and I'll just work around you.
Yeah, but we definitely we'll definitely talk post League Cup final. But during the international break, obviously international break, they want to talk about 115 breaches. They want to talk about Pep. That's standard, right? But I'm curious with this confidence, like with this chat. Do you see this? You see the smile on Flawless's face when he's talking United? You see how you see how vibrant he's standing tall in the chair now. I want to say I want to do the exercise with your level of confidence right now. This all smiling Flawless Carrick. I'm not saying give him the contract now, but you're saying if this were to continue, you would say give him the contract now.
I'd say stay in his case. Yeah, 100%.
All right. So I believe you have.
Sorry, this
8. You have 7 games left.
8. One second, I'll tell you now. 1 second. I believe it's 8, but I'll double check. Yeah, we got 8 games left. 8.
It is disgusting. Yo, Pops, it's disgusting.
Yo, a lot of people have said that. Yo, fellas, you happy? Because this is what I was asking for. Where they was gaslighting me for months with Amarim, and people said, this is it. And bear in mind, this is not the highest level. I was asking for the bare minimum. And we do that. There's still things that I can pinpoint and go, yeah, this and that. To move your point, this is now showcasing why I already thought anyway, but what we really, really need. But I already knew these things anyway. Well, now I'm starting to see players play like better and in there and actually been given a platform. I'm like, all right, we need this, we need that. Yeah. Sesko, for instance, we wouldn't have seen the Sesko under Amarim. And I'm someone who was skeptical of Sesko. But he's doing enough. He's showcasing enough. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like Bruno.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a conversation for another time. But I'm gonna say this. All right. So
take my city, man. He's yours, 50 M's.
Shout out to that United fan that hasn't cut his hair yet. But if it so happens, you guys are on what's your league form? What's how many games?
What
one game win streak right now.
What?
Your win streak. Your win streak.
Oh, win
right
streak. We've only just won again because obviously we lost to Newcastle, so it's just a 1.
Okay, one game win streak.
Ways. But we 7-9.
7-9. So you've got how many games left? You got
8 left.
8 left.
Yeah.
If you were to go 6-8, right? You're 7-9 right now. You go 6-8. If you go to 6-8, there's an interruption there because man's not cutting his hair. You're gonna win 3, maybe win 4, take a loss. All right. But of the remaining 8, you're going to win 6 of them. Okay.
Yeah. Let's say so.
You've got Leeds. No. You got Bournemouth,
no.
Leeds,
You
Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool, Sunderland, Forest, and Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you see 6-8. I don't know if you see 6 wins in those 8 or whatever, because you are playing Liverpool, you are playing Chelsea.
Also, I'm looking at the home games. They're the ones I'm looking at.
All right, so home games.
4 or 5 of our remaining 8.
Your last game of the season is away. Actually, your last game is versus Brighton away.
Brighton, yeah. Hopefully, we got it secured by then.
So, securing Europe, I don't think that's enough for Carrick. That's not enough, right? It's how you secure Europe.
Yeah, of course. It's not just results.
Right.
It's not just results.
6 out of 8. Would you say give him the contract?
Depends on performance, and also as well the key thing is that man at PSG. Is he available or not?
Okay, all right. Okay.
That's the key thing. If Enrique is available, he could win 8-8. If Enrique is available, hey Carrick, thank you for all the work you've done for us.
Okay.
Hey Lewis,
all right.
I'm saying in that.
Okay.
I say the only Lewis I currently respect is Carefree Lewis G. But hey, that Lewis, that Enrique, hey, pull up, man. You feel me? Pull up. 100%. If it's not Enrique, I look at the rest and I go, none of them comes back to the expectation things. And we made this point on Saeed's channel. I know you gotta go. Because we're talking about what Manchester United need to do, where we need to go, what the expectations are. If Enrique joins, it's instant title race. That's the expectation. Whether it's true or whether it happens or not before you carry on. I'm not saying it does. I'm just talking about that's the lift he gives. Like Jez mentioned it there. If you're an NBA franchise who's, let's say one of the better ones, you're a good franchise, and you sign Giannis, chip is on the cards. Not necessarily that year, but the next year, 2-3 years, you're expected to win. Same way if you get Luka, if you get Giannis, if you get whoever, pick the best player. Once you get one of the best managers in Europe, arguably the best, the expectation is a title race and titles. Not instantly, not straight away, but that goes there. Whereas everyone else is kind of like third, fourth.
All right.
And because to tell you the truth, I don't believe any of these managers, including Carrick, can take us to a league title. I don't believe any of them can.
Wait. The short listed that you mentioned earlier,
I don't think any of them can take us to a league title. No.
So why get them?
Who we supposed? This is the point that I'm making when I say the pool is weak. Who are we supposed to get there? Tell me. Outside of Enrique, tell me. There's none of them. Like that's like when the brief came out saying, "Oh, it's a Premier League win, a Premier League or Champions League winner or both." That's a select few. They ain't available. Who are the managers?
Okay.
And this is the point why I'm talking about when I say Carrick. Carrick is not only is he doing well on merit. If the pool was fire and there's 4 or 5 elite managers, I'm saying go get one of them.
Okay.
I don't look at that pool and go, it's elite, even
So-
if they're better than Carrick, which is fair.
All right. So how do you explain Slot?
I think he did very well, and it was unexpected.
And that's possible. I hear you say. I hear it when you say I don't see these managers capable.
Yeah, I could be
of
wrong,
doing
by
it.
the way.
But they could.
I'm
Yeah.
just-
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
clear. We're clear.
I'm just saying, I don't see it. I could be
I got
wrong.
it. I got you. I got
You could
you.
get
Yep.
Nagelsmann, and Nagelsmann turns us on fire, and he wins
I got
3
you.
and 4.
I got
I'm
you.
just saying, I look at it now, and I look at that pool and take Enrique out of it, and I don't think Thomas Tuchel or Glasner or Silva or Iriola, even though they all have pros, and if we were to hire any of them, I see the positives. I don't think any of them I go, yeah, league title. If we get Enrique, I'm saying league title. Yes.
I hear it.
If we do what we're supposed to do. But this is why with Carrick, I'm saying he's doing well. The pool is weak.
All right. You've explained yourself. I don't fully agree, but I understand your point
As
of
long as
view.
you understand. That's good.
Yeah, I understand it. Listen, people. This show was a good one. This show was therapeutic.
That's a good
all
one.
right?
See, man, I got your back, man. I got your back. Even
Yeah,
though
with
he
co-
ain't a supportive friend at times, Karma, you know. He says, why don't you want bad? He's saying no one wants to see me happy. We don't want to see you happy about United and wonder why I don't want City to get good players. But we move. Go on.
No. I don't mind you being happy. I don't like seeing it. You can be happy. I just don't like seeing it. This grin, this looking like you're about to spit the water all over your screen. I don't want to see this flawless. I want you happy, absolutely. And again, we could trade punches. Y'all, you win this trophy here like you won the FA Cup. We battle it out. There's a fight for the league.
I need a league. I need a in the race. Like this is a big summer, man. And this is a big. That's why.
I know.
If we're smart, I can't say if we're smart. We go get Enrique, man. I think it's an easy sell.
I hear it.
Wherever he wants to leave, I don't know. But
You're
it's
united.
You
putting down that offer has a lot of weight.
I've said this: if Pep leaves, let's say you don't hire Maresca, for example, you say to him, "It's Maresca, Arteta, Rosinho, Alonso." You're telling me you can't beat them lot to a league title consistently, and we gonna back you over the hill. Come here and dominate and become an absolute footballing god.
You're going too far.
You're
going too far.
No, I'm saying that's how I would sell it to him.
I hear it. But that's
I'm
already
saying you
putting too
can't
much
dump
pressure.
these men.
No, this level of football is not talking about. These are 3-year interims. The way you got to talk to players and managers now. It's about let's dominate for 2-3 years. Let's do this and let's see. The long-term talk can scare people away. The long-term talk will scare people away. But I gotta correct you before I leave. You saying you got me friend-wise, yeah. But you act up when we're with company. When it's just you and I, we're cool. But when we're elsewhere with company, you act up. You act like you don't know me. That's how you've been. But listen, people, I hope you enjoyed the show. Hit the like and subscribe. Listen, I'm gonna start putting up my subscriber counter up here, and I'm gonna make it a point for when people like my man Flawless says, "Yo, go take the time, go subscribe to Vader." I want to see the numbers move. But listen, bless up each and every one of you. I'm Vader Games TV and YouTube. Find me, subscribe. I got to obviously talk about. I got to talk about last night on my next show. So find me tomorrow. Tomorrow, most likely, my time. We're a 4-hour difference now, so probably 2 p.m. your time is when I'm probably going to do a show. So find me. It's going to be 115, one question, 50 minutes. I'm going to talk UCL, and catch me for upcoming shows. But yo, bless.
Hey, love every time, family. Vader Games TV. The link's literally in the title, people. Let me drop it in the chat. But the link's in the title. Click the link. Get your final few questions in as well, people. In regards to Manchester United, anything else? Obviously, the main topic of conversation was going to be City. You already know. But let me actually drop Vader's link in the chat. Also, it is. The series it's crazy, Karma. Like, yo, I back Vader 110%. That's the maddest part, yo. That's the maddest part. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, though. Vader Games TV. Make sure Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Rare Games TV. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that Thomas Franklin was March 28th. Oh, that's into international break, isn't it? He's like on. Who's this? Yeah, but in this. Well, you lot get your questions in. Get your questions in. I'm trying to see if the man are about, to be honest. Trying to run up some clubs. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, it's crazy. Hey, well, you lot relax, but like, the thing is, I back him. I just call him out on his nonsense, and we go check A-listers. He be winding up Dial all the time, man. All the time, winding up Dial consistently, like all the time, but all the time. But you see his link there. I'm gonna remain on that to the end of the show. Subscribe to Veta Games TV, people. Run up the likes here. How many likes are we on? Do we even get to? We even get to 8? We're at 57. Yo, get us up to 70 likes, people. And subscriber check as well. We have been slacking on the subscribers. Let's see. How many we on? Right, we're at 16,445. I need 5 more subscribers, people. I need more. I need 13 more likes, 5 more subscribers. Because I know there's at least 5 of you lot who have not subscribed. And I know there's at least 13 of you lot that have not hit the like button as well. What we doing? What we doing out here? We have to pattern that as well. We're going to redirect over to the gaming channel as well. See if the man them are about. If not, I'm definitely gonna run some clubs. 110%. Without doubt. Who's live? I know Gunner was live. Gunner always live. Shout out to my guy Gunner every single time. Else is live. But yeah, man. Like I said, you lot could please continue to support. Great day of hate watching as well. Seeing City go out was great. Seeing City go out was fantastic. Yes, boobs, of course. You already know. I never even reached out to everyone. But now I know you're there. We'll run it. I'll set it up in a second. I'm going to reach out to the gang. I part of the bat signal. Stippo, you still in the chat? Let me know. Grim, are you lurking somewhere? Because Arsenal won. Let me know. But yes, boobs, I'll pattern it. But like I said, seeing City go out was fantastic. And I knew they'd go out. I was confident. Like I say, Madrid, as much as people say, oh, bad team and the manager's not good and they lost to a lower league opposition in the Copa del Rey, and they've been poor in La Liga. They have individual talent. And when you have individual talent over 180 minutes, you can get past the team. And they killed it in 90 minutes. They didn't even need the 1-8. And well, let me change that. When you have very, very, very good talent, and they do in Valverde, we all universally go, yeah, Valverde, one of the best players in the league, one of the best midfielders in Europe. Without doubt. So you got that over there. You got Tchouaméni. You got Courtois, Rudiger, Holson, Trent, Carvajal, Vinny, Mbappe, even though he played late, Camavinga off the bench, Goulet, who I think his way of pass is ridiculous, Diaz. So you have talent. So if you're there on it and you're off it, you can happen. Same with Chelsea and PSG. Like, PSG ain't been all that. Chelsea beat them in the Club World Cup. They're battling. They're only a couple points above. They're only a couple points above Lens in League One. They've been poor, etc. But you know what they have? Talent. When you have Kvaratskhelia and Doué and Dembele and Vitinha, I know Ruiz is injured. When you have Hakimi and Mendes and Pacho, talent. See the goals it is. Yeah, world champions KO'd. Yeah, Trent definitely pops. Trent extremely talented. One thing I never died with Trent's ability, talent-wise. We just crashed him because he was wearing that Liverpool shirt. So you're gonna have to hold all them back post jokes. That's what that is. But yeah, and that's what that is. And hopefully, speaking of Liverpool, I think they go out tomorrow. So that'd be good fun. That is gonna be good fun. But yeah, you lot, final few questions before I redirect over to the gaming channel as well. Yo, Spoobs, I'm just setting up now. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna pattern it. It's been a minute, so let me actually run some clubs. Right, where we at? Oh, he's working while I'm working. And oh yeah, people, don't forget this show. All the other shows you see here on the main channel, Sarcasm City TV, apart from watch-alongs and the fan calling shows, were available on all audio platforms. So if you want to listen audio only, type in Sarcasm, go to Spotify, iTunes or SoundCloud or wherever you listen to podcasts. Type in Sarcasm City TV, people. Type in Sarcasm City TV. So if you're on Spotify, I know a lot of you lot be listening to Spotify in regards to music, because I see the Spotify wrap-ups at the end of every year. Go to Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow and 5-star us, people. That's what I need all of you lot to do. Follow and 5-star us. What is going on? What are we doing there? Oh yeah, Pops, we will be there. Shame you lot are not doing a watch along, and obviously you lot will be at work because of the time zone. But yes, speaking of that, Sarcasm City TV Extra tomorrow, 2 watch alongs, people. So we'll be doing the one that the early game that kicks off is 5:45 p.m. UK time, Barcelona versus Newcastle, the second leg of that game. And then following that, we'll be doing the Liverpool Galatasaray game. And then following that, Sports Q&A, which will be slightly later than this start, probably about 12:20. You believing in the Camavinga links? Nah, I think it's too good to be true. I'm not gonna lie, you know. I think it's too good to be true. Like Camavinga's like, no, because he's a baller, like, and the prices they're talking as well. And people talk about the injuries and rare tear and this stuff. Yo, run it. What we doing out here, man? Fucking run it. It's Camavinga. You run the risk at that fee. It's Camavinga. Quality. They're talking double that, even more for the likes of Anderson and Wharton and Belieber, and you better know them, man. So run it. Exactly what we need in our midfield. You can run it, man. What are we doing, man? Hey, people are tripping if they don't take the Camavinga. Scared money don't make no money. So I would say to that, have to run it 100%. I think people are just doing too much with it. Like all the injuries. Yes, but we need to sign 3 midfielders. Anyway, we should have 2 players for each position. So if we got 4 for those 2 spots, and he is a little bit injury prone, you still have 3 others of quality, Maino and 2 others. So, yo, I think Camavinga a statement as well. I think he's a statement. But that's just me. Yeah, too many injuries. I'm still running it, Pops. A lot of injuries, but at that fee, I'm running it. I'm running the risk. Because if it pulls it off, I'm telling you, you got to gamble at times. And that's worth the gamble to me. Where did I swear I just set this up and shit ain't just popped up. What the hell are we doing here? There we go. Boom. They're saying 40, 45, 50 million, Pops. Ah, shit. Just as I said it. See, I told you he'd be here because Arsenal win. Hey, you joke, man. We're running clubs. Spoobs is about. So pull up. We got you, me, Spoobs. I get the rest of the gang together as well. But yeah, they're talking 40, 45 million, Pops. Which is a steal. Say it goes right. Run it. He better than all the midfielders we've been linked with. To me. I don't think there's a midfielder that he's not better than that Manchester United have been linked with. I think he's better than Anderson, Belieber, Wharton, Tonali, Bruno G. I've not watched a lot of him, but Fernandez at West Ham, etc. Yeah, I knew Grim was lurking. Like I say, Arsenal won, so I knew he'd be here. See how I said that about 5 minutes ago and he pulled up. Told you, look. I knew he'd be here. But shout out, you know what? Speaking of London, shout out Chelsea, man. Shout out Chelsea. Again, I got nothing against them, but their fans are flipping annoying. It was great. Notice you ain't seen none of them in the chat tonight. Notice that. You see one of them tonight. None. You see one of them tonight whatsoever. That's why it's been quiet. We ain't seen him over pretty much the past week, because he got packed up by Newcastle. He got packed up by PSG before that, man. You already know, man, the world champs. The gargantuan, incredible and inevitable Blues. I don't know how Lewis says all that just fluently. Like, you like Paul Heyman. Chelsea. All right, we closing out. We heading over to the gaming channel, people. Grim, I'm going to send you the link. Spoobs, I'm going to send you the link. Hit the like button. Subscribe here. Again, subscribe to Veta Games TV. As soon as you get over to the gaming channel, hit the like button on the video. Subscribe over there. Get any questions in as well, because we're just going to be running some pro clubs for a little bit. But yes, people, this has been the Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod. No, actually, it's just been the Mandem City pod. It's been the Manchester City show live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot in a couple minutes. There you go.